everybody, and welcome to the first Post Poetry podcast. I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly excited to start this today. So I'm going to start by reading it. So this is 18 by myself, and it was written on the 13th of the 8th, 2018. I wish I wasn't torn between the excitement and the nerves, the nostalgia and the insatiable need for new beginnings. Every inch of my aching body yearns for a different space and time, and it pulls me into the highs and the lows. I'm counting down the days until the clock ticks over to 12. I remember being 12, uncomfortable in my skin just as everyone else was, wishing and screaming for the independence I now resent, naive, clouded judgment I now secretly try to reignite as I attempt to conjure the part of me that used to refuse a meal or two, the part of me that I resent and hide with shame, yet can't help but admire. After all, that girl was skinny. And whilst the unhealthy eating habits faded, the body dysmorphia stuck, a battle I forever feel I am losing. But I'm nearly there, the age I dreamt of and pursued tirelessly, the age of beauty and glamour and liberty, dressing up and nights out and love, breathtakingly, painstakingly, true young love. The type I wished I felt at 14, 15 and 16, the type I felt possible at 17, the type I doubt even exists anymore. The growing pains have deeply rooted themselves around my bones, so deep I can't imagine life without them. Tears pour like waterfalls and clear to show the sunshine of hope in my eyes. How can it be that a rainbow forms for a storm to wash it away, a cycle that never ends? I have so much to be happy about and even more to be grateful for. I owe so much to those I can never repay. How do you verbalize how much you feel for someone? I'm sure there's a way, but I can't seem to find it. I'm running out of time and excuses. I am no longer a child, but I feel so far from being an adult. 18 is all I ever wanted to be, yet now I just wish I was 11, and walking home from school with my brother, the bickering never ended and I swore I hated him, cursed him for being annoying and stupid and dumb, came home to my sister, insulted her when she slammed the door on me. Hated her too, I guess. Resented my parents for not being there. Guess they didn't love me enough. Let me do it over. Please let me try to make it better. Give me the chance to patch up the holes I created and the ones I widened. Let me take his hand and skip home. Let me tell him I love him and that those girls at school are the dumb ones. Because although he did well hiding it, he was hurting. Let me run through the big red door and jump into my sister's arms. When she tries to pull away, let me hug her tighter, because when I thought it was me she hated, it was really herself. Let me treasure the moments with my parents and understand the moments they're gone. Let me appreciate all they do for me, and let me tell them. I long for my past like I used to long for my future. 18. So it's definitely one of my longer poems, so I'm sorry if that was a lot to listen to in one go. And I cover a lot of different themes and topics there, so I'm gonna kind of try and address them methodically so it's easier to follow. So I've got 3 main themes. So my unhealthy eating habits and negative body image, regret, and aching nostalgia. So we're going to start by unpacking those themes a bit more. So firstly, I just want to address that I will be talking about food and relationship with food and body image. We're kind of set up for failure with the beauty standards and ideals of society. And they're always changing, so you can never encompass all of them. You know, when I was a teenager, it was a thigh gap that was all the rage. Whereas now I know it's more about having the best ass, biggest tits and smallest waist, to put it bluntly. Not hating on anyone who has any work done in any way. I'm just stating that it does make it harder for, young teenage girls to love how they look. I'm probably 10 kilos heavier than when I used to have these thoughts. But I love myself now, and I know that how I look is not the most interesting part of me, and I never would want it to be. I would be lying if I said that I love how I look all the time, but it's more about I love how I am and who I am, and so how I look has become less important to me.